Hi, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make an Asian inspired stir fry with baby pak choi and shiitake mushrooms. Let me show you how I'm going to make it. Okay, so we're going to start by just getting our pans on the heat. Just got them over a medium heat for now. Ideally I would use a wok, but I don't have one, so I'm using this. And I've got a pan of boiling water, salted boiling water on the hob for the noodles. First of all, I'm going to start by preparing the onions and the carrots. I like to get them in first. They're a bit more of a harder vegetable, so it's a good place to start. Half and peel them. And I'm just going to cut them into quite large chunks, so I'm just going to go half that way. Like that. Half. Same with the next, top, tail, and half. Double check there's no root attached, so there is there, so I'm just going to go in on an angle just to remove the root, and that way it will break up nicely in the pan. So in half and into three. Same on the other one. That's the onion. Now we're going to add a splash of oil into the pan. You can use any oil you want really, but sesame oil is a good choice, coconut oil is good. And then we're going to go straight in with the onions, just while we're preparing the rest of the vegetables. These can stop cooking. Now again, then we're going to go straight onto the carrots. Just going to top and tail both of them. Just remove the ends, and then we're going to peel. That's that. Now I've cut these in half, and in half again, and then you've got a nice flat surface to work with, just to stop it wobbling around. It's safer. And then just nice chunks. I like these in because they stay a little bit crunchy. And adds a nice bit of colour through. So in half, and then slice. Same with the next, each one in half. I'm going to add them straight to the pan with the onions. Next we're going to prepare the shiitake mushrooms. We're just going to simply cut them into quarters and add them straight into the pan. Give them a little stir, and you can see that the onions are starting to caramelise a little bit. I'm just going to add a nice little sweetness to the dish. Okay, we've got these lovely runner beans that I've just cut into slices, and some baby corn that I'm just going to cut into half. So we'll just do that now, put them into half, and they're going to go straight into the pan with the rest of the veggies. I've got this wonderful Cavolo Nero here that I'm just going to remove the stalks, and I'm going to shred up nice and fine. We're going to chuck that in last minute. We want it to have a level of crunch, keep all the goodness in there, and add a lovely green colour into the dish. Okay, so I'm just going to punch them together. I'll cut them in half to make it more manageable. And then I'm just going to use a rocking motion and shred away through. Next to it. Lovely, and we'll stick that back on the plate to add in later. All onto there. Perfect. Okay, next we're going to make a quick sauce for the stir fry. That's going to be mainly chilli, garlic and ginger. I'm going to just slice it nice and fine, or as fine as you can, and leaving the seeds in there. Chuck them straight in. And then we're just going to peel a little bit of ginger. I'm going to use a teaspoon for this, and just scrape it down the sides, the amount you want to use. Don't want loads, so I'm just going to put it on the edges like that, and then I will slice the amount I need. The rest can go back in the fridge, and I'm going to grate this with a fine grater. That should be enough. Just going to add that into the bowl. And we're going to get some garlic. Okay, we're just going to really finely dice these, or you can use the grater again, but I quite like to dice it. And the same with the next one. A couple of slices through. Run your knife through if there's any bigger chunks in there. That should do. We'll go straight in. Okay, now we're going to make the rest of the sauce. We're going to use some soy sauce, some fish sauce, and some mirin. So this is, your main seasoning of the dish. It's obviously quite salty. The mirin adds a lovely sweetness. Nice punch from the ginger, and a hit from the chilli, and then a little bit of fish sauce. Again, that's another sort of seasoning, salty seasoning. Just not too much, so we'll add about a teaspoon. Give it all a nice mix. And that's it, about done. You might want to have a little taste and tweak the flavours. So next we're going to have a little look at the veggies. You can see now they're looking nice and tender, with still a bit of crunch, which is nice. I'm going to put the noodles into the pan. So I'll bring over the whole tray, and I've got the salted boiling water on the hob. I'm just going to put them in, let them do the thing. Then we're going to toast off some sesame seeds. So I put my pan on the hob, and just sprinkle in your sesame seeds. Just leave them until they go nice golden brown. Okay, we're going to prepare the rest of the garnish over here with just I've got some spring onions, so I'll just take the roots off and give them a little peel. And I'm going to cut them on a nice angle. I'm going to add them back onto the plate, and we're going to prepare our pak choi. For the pak choi, we're just going to cut them in half and just remove anything there that might look a little bit unpleasant. Don't take too much off, because you kind of want the leaves, or I want the leaves to hold together. Again, with the next one. I'm going to cook these in the same pan that the sesame seeds are in, so we'll wait till they're done. It'll only take a couple of minutes. Okay, we're going to chop another chilli. This is for garnish if you want a bit of extra heat on the final dish. Thinly slice it again. That's it. Stick them on the plate. And then we're going to add the Cavolo Nero straight in with the veggies. This is looking good. Right now I'm going to take the sesame seeds off the heat. I'm just going to put them with the rest of the garnish, hang them on this plate there. Stick that back on the heat. A little bit of oil. Right, now we're going to just leave the pak choi in the pan, put the flat side down, squeeze the lemon juice over, 1 pinch of salt, splash of water, just place the lid over to let them steam in there for 3 minutes. Okay, now we're going to add in the noodles into the veggies, so use a pair of tongs and we're just going to go for it. Give that a nice stir around and we're going to add some of the sauce that we've made. Quite strong, so it might not look like much, but it's going to really flavour all of those veggies. A good mix. So, cook out that ginger and chilli for a couple of minutes. And that's done. So that's it, that's my Asian inspired stir fry with shiitake mushrooms and baby pak choi. Find the full recipe at tjrmin.com. Thank you for